My fault. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Coolin'. How y'all doing, man?
Pretty good, man. We're really excited to have you on, bro. Seriously.
I appreciate y'all, man. It's been a long time,
Hell yeah.
Time overdue.
Hell yeah, for sure, man. Definitely looking to get into
overdue.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely gonna ask you a lot about, just in general, your life up until this point. Definitely want to hear about how you got to Lynn and obviously about your music. So I'm gonna start by introducing the podcast real quick, and then we'll get right into the interview.
All right, no problem.
Word. So welcome to episode 46 of the Grindhouse podcast. I'm your host, Edwin Cabrera, aka Steady Eddie. Across the screen from me is my homie, my day one, Chris Martin, aka Critta. What up, bro?
What's up, guys? Just real quick before we get in today's episode, as always, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It really helps us out. We have new merch on our store, and the store is live now. It's pretty easy to get to. It's on all of our socials. You can type in grindhouse.store in any web browser. So definitely buy some merch. Let's get into today's episode.
Word. So we got a special guest with us today. You've definitely been seeing this dude around because he's been working hard. I mean, you've been releasing your own shit. You're on everybody else's shit. You're killing every chorus. We got Kashi2x here with us today, bro. How you doing, man?
How you guys doing, man? It's good to be here, man. Just blessed. Wake up in the morning, stay blessed. That's all.
One of my, I think one of my favorite things about 2020 so far has been, especially when it comes to Lynn artists, I don't think there's been any sort of like slowing down. Like you guys just been hitting that gas pedal, and I feel like you've been one of the ones, especially like I've just been seeing you working everywhere. So I just want to first of all say kudos because it looks like you're putting in some serious work out there, man. And I appreciate that kind of hustle.
Yeah, man. I'm just, I'm trying. I see something out here, man. There's something about out here that nobody kind of got that type of music, There's not artists that's making music. But, I mean, everybody's making music that could get them out. But, Lynn just has that. Like, there's artists out here that got a crazy sound that you wouldn't even believe came from out of Lynn if you wasn't in the city. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm with that, you know what I'm saying? And, that's just it, man. I love it.
For sure, man, bro. I'm curious. So are you originally from Chicago and you came to Lynn?
Yeah, so I came to first city, Boston. I was living in Dorchester, Mattapan area, Roxbury, really all through there for the first, I spent 9-10 years out there. So, and then, yeah, Lynn just came along, you know what I'm saying? I got a little bit more money in my pocket, and I just moved, I was just like, at least I could move around, you know what I'm saying, make music, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
How old were you when you left Chicago?
It was really like back and forth, really. Year out there, year out here type thing, like, because me and my father was very distant, so, you know what I'm saying, it would be year after year, but yeah, so yeah, it'd be year after year. I would say, like, I don't know, like, I don't even know what year, I just know, like, every other year I was boom, 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 boom,
Word. And when did music trickle into that equation?
Music trickled in when I was very young. I remember it was I was like 5 or 6 or something, and this was in Boston. It was on Bloomfield Avenue, Phil's Corner. Anybody watching this, y'all know where Bloomfield is. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother was staying there, and my aunt gave me a piano. Like, that was my first time ever really taking music serious. I started learning how to play songs and, like, on my own. My mother still don't even know I know how to play piano. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. So, like, I started learning on my own and, like, YouTubing videos and stuff like that. This was, like, YouTube had first came out and stuff. So I, like, Google stuff and watch videos and just, like, sit there and play notes and patterns and, you know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know. Really, it was, like, what got me into rapping and using my voice was the choir. So I'm a church. Like, I grew up a church boy, you know what I'm saying? Church every Sunday, go to my grandmother's house. And, you know what I'm saying? We go to church every Sunday, big meal before, big breakfast before. big lunch after, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever you want after that, but you're going to church type thing, you know what I'm saying? She used to get all her grandkids and bring us to church. All of us, not one would not go. Every one of us would go.
You know, that makes a lot of sense because like when I think about your music and why it stands out so much to me, whether it be you're rapping or you're singing, is like it feels like soul music. Like it's so soulful. No matter what you're singing about or rapping about, there's like so much soul in it, and I can feel your emotion when you're rapping or when you're singing. Like it's crazy. Like I like, you know, I feel it when you're doing it, and so that I feel like that's what makes you stand out from other artists, because you really use your vocals as your strongest asset. And I just wanted to know, you talked about like, you know, being a church boy, which makes a lot of sense because I feel like the best singers that I've like come across, like they started young, and usually it's because of church. But how were you able to hone like and play with your vocals like that to really get it to where you know where it is now?
Really, it was just having a love for music already. My mom, I used to go to my mom's house and listen to a lot of old school like hip hop, bro. And it might not seem like it, but I'm talking about like Heavy D, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. Like those are her favorite of all. Like she got there's a whole genre. So she introduced that to me, and I wanted to go deeper. So I'm one of the dudes like I'm an observant guy. So maybe I might hear like Blink 182 or like a old like Otis Redding song or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would hear something real old and be like, why have I never heard this? I like this. And I would listen over and over and over and over again, like literally over and over again, to where it rubbed off on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll make a song and people be like, yo, you got an old ass soul. I'd be like, yeah, man, that's because my mom really, she is the one who had me listening and like making all this music, and like, you know what I'm saying? That's what really got me into hip hop.
Dope. Your music, like your voice is like very melodic, and it works well. Your music in general is very melodic, and it like syncs up really nicely with like the beats and stuff. What is your process of working with producers?
Man, Chewy, shout out my boy Chewy, shout out T-Bone, shout out LaShawn Harris, shout out Dallas Rose, shout out like, bro, like these people, the producers I work with, RSM Hits, and these people believe in me like in a different type of like I don't know, it's like a different type of love. It's like I'm around these certain producers and they're like, yo, yeah, that's you. Like,
yeah,
hands down. Like they like, yo, that's you, bro. And then
they like hit you up for like, yo, you'd be dope for this kind of thing.
Kinda, but usually the people make the beat while I'm in the studio. So if I'm on the beat, usually it's made right then and there. And I'm like, yo, I need this one. Like, nah, I need this. You just made it, and I know you just made it, so I want it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
like dibs.
Yeah, literally like dibs. So yeah, so usually when I'm in the studio, I just like I get a beat from a producer who I already know on a personal level and who I rock with on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? Because paying for a beat's always good, but if you don't know, like this is to every artist that's out here paying for beats. You could pay for a beat, that's all fun and dandy and cool, but if you don't know this person on another level, how they gonna make you something special for you? You know what I'm saying? How they gonna cater to your flow? That's the biggest thing with me. Like, can you cater to my flow? That's all I want to know is, can you cater, whether I'm doing boom bap or trap? Like, can you cater to what I'm saying? And like I said, the producers I got around me all cater to me in some type of way, and they all add to my element, even though they don't know it. They'll see it. They'll know now that they all add to what I'm gonna make, period. And that's just how I pick my beats, you know. That's how I pick every song too. You know?
So let's say, you know, you just got finished picking your beat and you're ready to fucking wreck that shit. What's your process like when you jump in the booth? And I'm also curious in terms of, because like this is like the way you vocalize certain like lines. Amazing, but do you experiment with that? Do you like try different takes where you like say a line differently? How does that work?
I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. This is a grindhouse like little secret. Like, and anybody see this, I believe they should do this also. So I make a reference first. So I'll go on my phone, get the beat, have the producer send the beat, and I'll work all night. I swear, all night I'll smoke or drink, sit here and come freestyle to it. I'll hear something I really like and want to keep it. I'll keep the flow. First, I start with the flow. So, okay, that's how I'm gonna rap. So let me keep that. Then I'll freestyle words, keep lines that I like, that I really like, that's gonna stand out. And then from there, I just after the lines, I just go record it. You know what I'm saying? Put everything together right. All right, nope, stop it right there. Let me put this line there. Let me put here. And a lot of people that know me, they say it's like magic. Like it's crazy. They be like, yo, it's crazy how you can work that fast. I'll be like, man, it's just like it's a process. Everything's a process. So when I go, I make a reference first, mess with the flow, mess with the lyrics, write the lyrics, then I'll record it. You know what I'm saying? And also, I also send it to the producer first. I always like to hear the producer's ear. So if the producer doesn't like the song, then obviously I'm not gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So I have a question. Sort of, I meant to ask this in the beginning, but you were kind of back and forth to Chicago. You lived in the Boston area. You moved to Lynn. With like, obviously you're on tracks with Lynn rappers a lot. What's your like take on the Lynn hip hop scene, and like where do you see it going?
Oh man, all I'm gonna say is there's rappers out here that's gonna take it to a whole nother level, and I don't know why they haven't took it to a whole nother level already. Because there's these platforms that don't put certain artists up there due to it being a pay to play thing. So yeah, like you have your SD Next, your Now You See Low, your Nasty Now, which is not a Lynn rapper, but he be out here so much, he's gonna be in the scene. Wes Taylor, he's not a Lynn rapper, but he's in the scene. Johnny Nash, you know, this is where all of these different people, Selly Bucks and the C Wells, I said Johnny Nash already, SD Nack, like all of these dudes, even T-Bone, like all their music is gonna change people input or in like how they look at Lynn. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, right now Lynn has a bad stigma with the music due to certain artists making bad moves, but that has nothing to do with what's coming up now. And what's coming up now is going to be the best rap scene they've seen in Lynn so far. I don't care what anybody said. I've talked to big guys in this that's been doing it for a lot, and they told me the same thing. They said the same thing. Like, but the rap, they be like, yo, the rappers besides you, all the people in your generation that's coming up, y'all gonna go stupid. We're already doing it. Really, we're already doing it because we're coming out of Lynn doing 4.5K. Like, what is it, like 120,000 people in Lynn? Like, come on, man. Like, yeah. do your math, man. We making, there's people out of the city. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know a lot of people in Lynn that listen to my music. I just know I'm out here and I'm on the scene, and I know all the Lynn rappers, and I know they all mess with me. So, like, I don't know who out here really listening. I had one dude walk up to me like, yo, I heard your music. You're fire. Keep going. And I'm like, this dude got gray hairs and glasses. He's old. I'm like, how did you hear my music? A postal lady has walked up to me like, my son listens to your music every day. Aren't you Kashi2x? I'm like, yeah. Like, she's like, yeah. My son listens to you every day. Keep doing it, because you're driving him, and like stuff like that. We're changing the outlook of Lynn music. Period.
Hell yeah.
There's never been this much artists at one time trying to push this scene, bro. And this is all facts, man.
I agree with that 100%, man. I feel like we've, that's why Crit and I, we work on this podcast, because like we know that like somebody needs to cover all the talent the city's got to have, that the city has, so like somebody's
not only that, somebody needs to truthfully know what they're doing. Like, it's not just, y'all don't just know the artist and know what's hot. Y'all like, no, that's different. I like it. You know what I'm saying? And y'all pay attention. Y'all know about me on future songs that haven't even dropped yet. Like, that's how y'all know y'all pay attention. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all inside, you know what I'm saying, little person you got on the inside is, but it's a good inside person, because y'all be know what y'all talking about, man. Y'all know what y'all talking about. It's not just a regular interview. Y'all do y'all research. Y'all look into the person. Y'all actually like them. Y'all don't just interview people you don't actually like,
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm glad that you picked that up, because that's exactly like our approach to it.
That is definitely what we do.
And you know, the main thing is just like, we're not stupid, man. Like, there's so much talent out here, and we're well aware that not that many people are covering it. And actually, I want to shift it to Critic, because he has a great question for you regarding something that you're working on. But you know, we know that you know, artists need to really get covered out here to get that exposure, because you know, like, this community is great, and I love that people are recognizing it. But this should, I mean, honestly, man, I feel like we could do so much better in terms of recognizing our talent, you know, and that's what we do.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So I think I saw this, and I could be completely wrong, but I think I saw that you're starting a podcast.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that a little bit and talk about?
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna be having artists come in and like sit with me, and we just talk, smoke, and talk about like the outlook and how we're gonna do everything for the future. Yeah. Talk about who we want tracks with, speak into existence type thing. The podcast is gonna be called No Filter, because we're gonna have no filter. I'm gonna ask you if you did something wrong last week. I'm gonna just ask you about it. We're gonna keep moving on. And there's gonna be a strike system. So I'm gonna ask you a question. If we know that you're not trying to tell us really, that's one strike. It's the No Filter podcast. You gotta have no filter, bro. So this is just something to get the artist more comfortable with the artist lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because as you guys know, you probably see your artists like, yeah, I want to be a rapper, but they don't know what really comes with it. So this is just like a little like media practice, you know what I'm saying? But this is going to be a real interview media practice. You see, I got the setups, we got the boom lights, everything. Like it's going to be official, man. We're going to get I got co-hosts, I got other people coming. I got crazy special guests already. I got people whose names are big. I got people whose names are small. I got people right in the middle. I got the people that's hot, not so hot, everything, man. This is just something to open artists up, man, as the artists, so they can know what they're gonna see in the future.
I'm excited, man. I really do think we need the fact that, you know, it's like I say it all the time. Like, I don't want to be the only one covering Lynn artists. Like, we don't want to be the only podcast, the only radio station, blah blah. Like, we want like mad people to get on it with us, and I'm really glad that you're jumping on the wave and you're doing like the No Filter podcast. And I feel like, especially from like a musician standpoint, because like we're just fans of the art, you know, like you're an actual artist, so you can really like get in tune with people and ask them the questions and like, you know, just like get that information that you can't get from anybody else. So I'm definitely looking forward to No Filter podcast, bro.
Yeah,
appreciate you guys, man. Y'all doing too much research, man.
Hey, man, we try to do our thing, man.
When can we expect the podcast?
So I want to say the first episode gonna drop like next Friday, next Saturday. Just gotta edit it. We got another episode coming tomorrow. You know, hopefully we can have the Grindhouse guys come on.
We'll come through. We'll come through, man.
You know what I'm saying? And just have a few artists there, and y'all can interview us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the things I want to do with this podcast is going to be way different from your average podcast, because everybody, you know, has to do the Zoom call and everything. But like, it's no better feeling than here, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's a distance or whatever, there's no better feeling than in my face, so I can feel your energy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just want to get that aspect and get people back into like feeling like socially like available, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been in the house for so long and like everybody's so distant. Like, bro, we gotta get those intimate like sceneries back, man. We can't even get no intimate scenery. I did a show with like 100 people inside a small room, everybody smoking bud. That's unheard of now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man, we got to get out of that, bro. There's got to be a new stigma sometime. Like, we got to set the new standard, bro. Like, we're y'all gonna be scared for the rest of your life. We're just gonna be in the house, like, all right.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. We've been cooped up in the house for a while. I started going crazy, you know.
Yeah, I'm going crazy right now. I tell you that off the rip. I have to like go out, bro. I go out every single day. I'm running for no reason. I'm fit enough. I don't need to run. I'm just running to get out the house, bro. Like, this is ridiculous, man.
Yeah, for sure. Let me I want to ask you a question about like another thing that I'm like really like, I think that you stick out and like really excel in is like choruses. Like whether it's your own chorus or somebody else's chorus, whenever I hear you, like you're one of these people, like when I see a feature that has Kashi on it, I get excited because I'm waiting to see what you do on the record. And it's like, for me, it's like you're almost like the Sway Lee of like the choruses around here, because like you always kill it. One of my favorites being Jay Ness's Real. You did crazy on that. And so
Yeah.
I'm wondering about, is there a like, do you approach when you're like doing a chorus for a song, is there a certain approach that you take, and like, and also just a double question in terms of collaborating with other artists, how does that go when you're writing a chorus for like somebody else's song? Like, are you doing it? Are you interacting with them? How does that whole thing work?
So usually, like I said, the features, it's the same thing with the features and the producers. If I have a feature, I know that person personally, and I talk to them, we conversate, we exchange stuff, and I'm already full conversative, full like solidified with the person. So that being said, like I already know what the person gonna want. If I'm on the track, they want me to either do the trap stuff or they want the crazy boom bap stuff that nobody's heard yet. You know what I'm saying? There's no in between. So when I'm making a chorus for somebody else, it's kind of like, all right, what do you like? Do you like this? So I might make this stuff. I'm like, make it first and be like, hey, do you like this? If I need to switch anything, let me know. Usually having time to throw fire. Yo, drop it. Just like you said, yo, drop it. I'm like, all right, cool. With mine, I'm a little bit more picky. You know, with my choruses, I'm a little bit more picky. It has to have a theme. So all my songs have a theme. Even with the title, the albums, the mixtapes, there's always some creative aspect that nobody sees that I like to put in there. Just so, you know what I'm saying, people don't see just the artist, because I'm not just a rap artist. My mind expands, man. I could do a lot of things that the average rapper can't do. So I like to show little stuff, like even my cover arts. I try to make all my cover arts, or at least create something in that cover art that I did. You know what I'm saying? Just to say, yo, I had a piece of that cover art. That's me. You know?
Yeah, I feel like you've been on like so many songs, and obviously you have a lot of your own songs. How are you able to like pump out that much great music?
Yeah, especially in 2020, man. You guys.
Yeah, like what motivates you to like work that much?
I ain't gonna lie, just going through a lot of stuff, bro. Just going through a whole lot in my lifetime, man. I got so much to talk about that I still haven't told the average person from that's looking in. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that my family knows, that know the rest of the world don't know. And that's gonna come out in other albums, other tapes. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, there's always something creative behind it. Even like I got an album coming out, it's gonna be called Baki, and it's gonna like the theme of Baki, if you go and look at Baki, it's a guy that's fighting for his, basically for nothing, to show that he's the strongest man in the world when he already knows it, and he doesn't even want to fight. He doesn't even want to do it. So basically the same thing with me is like, I'm already knowing I'm gonna make it, but I don't even want to like really force it so much. So that's what the Baki album is showing. Everything's gonna be like, everything's added up to something, whether it's a random like black screen and everybody's like, what kind of cover art is this? There's a meaning behind it. Just let me explain it. And you know what I'm saying? That's just it, man. Everything's gonna have a meaning. That's what I meant to say.
Word. I have a question real quick about just a few of your songs, and how like I these are some of my favorite songs on the Brothers record. So like and one of them actually is on the on your Love Part 1. But like songs like Alone, Down for Me, what was the other one? Love, I think. Like those records are I mean, beautiful, but I feel like you do enough on the record, but not so much that it's like, what I like about the record is I feel like I can listen to it and input my own like experiences. And so it becomes not just a record that Kashi made, but a record that I can enjoy as a record that I can take ownership of. I don't know whether that was like a conscious thing that you did and you're able to do, or if that's coincidental, but I'm just letting you know, man, I think that's your music making approach, whatever it is, it really, really, really like gravitates towards people, because it definitely gravitates towards me. And I just wanted to know if like between those songs like Down for Me and Love, like what were you going through at the times of making those records, and how are you able to make those records relatable and consumable to so many other people? You like, you know, like making it personal, but also making it, digestible
Yeah.
for other people. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta say it again, going through experiences, man. And when I made that Untitled #1, it's just it's at first it was a mixtape that turned to an album because I ended up taking all the beats and buying them exclusively. So it went from a mixtape to an album, and I was just going through stuff talking about like I had broke up with a girlfriend before, and that's what love is based off. It's like, who do I know how to trust if I can't trust you? And then songs like Brothers, I lost 2 close friends, you know what I'm saying? And I started losing a lot of people. So I'm like, I'm gonna make a song about it instead of me taking my anger out the other way. Then there's songs like R.I.P. Nip, R.I.P. Nipsey. Nipsey died in the middle of, like, as I'm making Brothers, Nipsey died. And I stopped Brothers to make R.I.P. Nip and then did Brothers. Cause I'm just like, nah, I gotta talk about this. I gotta talk about something because like, and if you go back and listen to that song, it's just like, this is that you like to write to. This is something that, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just something I needed to get my mind off of because that was one of my favorite artists. And to hear him die with, like, it took a part of me. Like that was going to be my last album. Wow. That was going to be my last ever album. After Nipsey died, that's how hard it hurt me because I'm like, yo, I can't. But then I'm like, yeah, I gotta do something better. I gotta keep making music because the impact that I got from that album was still to this day. I still get people telling me about Brothers that I've never seen in my life. Like, yo, I just heard your song, bro. You're Kashi2x. They don't even know my face. You know what I'm saying? But that's just little hidden aspects of everything that I'm trying to do. Everything is purposely. So when the songs that I'm making, I want you to relate to it. So I might not stay on the same topic for the whole second verse. So second verse, I might go with everybody, what everybody problem is. You know what I'm saying? First verse, I'll talk about me. Second verse, I'll talk about just problems in general. And somebody will take one of those and say, yo, I'm going through that. You know what I'm saying? Or even if it's the first verse, they're like, yo, I'm going through that right now. And that's what I love about making this type of music. You know?
When I'm listening to the songs, man, especially like Love, like I'm thinking, like I'm hearing the song, but in my brain, I'm like, it's just my own personal life that's playing. So it's like, it's just, you make beautiful soundtrack music, I guess, you know?
Yeah, man, I had somebody, the same song, Love, man, I watched somebody walk up to me and cry, like bawling tears, bro, like bawling tears, because he had just broke up with somebody he loved. And then the girl came to me like a week later with the same thing about the same person. So it's like, that's how I knew I was touching people. That's what made me like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I knew it was like, all right, I got a purpose with this. It ain't just me rapping anymore, or me just making freestyles. It's like, I gotta say something there. I gotta speak up. Whatever's on my mind, people want to hear it. That's when I learned that. So yeah.
So I saw that you did a cipher with Cambridge Hip Hop about.
Shout out Cambridge Hip Hop Collective. Shout out Aaron King, man. Definitely big shout out to Aaron King.
You spoke a lot of truths about society, and obviously that was about a year ago, to now where everything's just insane, and we're going through so much. How do you stay like inspired to be a creative during a time like now? And do you have any advice for other creatives?
Say the last one again. What was the last question again?
And also, if you have any advice for like people that are not feeling inspired to be creative during this time.
So what I talk about in the Cambridge Cipher is a lot of what the Black and Latino community go through every day. If you go back and listen to every single cipher I do, I'm trying to talk about what the average Black and Latino person are going through inside the poverty we live in. Maybe not even just Black and Latino. I'm talking about like every person living in poverty. Like it doesn't even matter what skin color you are. If you live in a place like Lynn, it's not that great. You know what I'm saying? You don't got many options to do anything. All you can do is rap, play basketball, sell drugs, or be like you guys, actual entrepreneurs, or be the guy that doesn't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? There's only a few options you have. There's only a limited amount of options you have. And growing up in the city like this, or coming up in the city like this, like, you're either gonna be good or you're not. Like, there's no in betweens. And for the creators that are stuck at like what I call a writer's block. So I call it a writer's block. When you wrote so much, you just don't have nothing to write about no more, right? What I do is I go out and I'll talk to mad people, right? I'll talk to mad people and make, like, I try to tell their story sometimes. So say somebody comes to me and it's like, yo, bro, I'm doing this, that, and the third. My mom just kicked me out, this, that, and the third. All right, cool. I'm gonna talk about when my mom was kicking me out. I'm gonna make a song right then and there about the same stuff, because I went through that before. So like I said, I try to base everything off of life and what we doing and what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? So all the creators out there, dig through your pain. You might not get what I mean now, but dig through your pain. Go through your past and talk about it. There's nothing wrong with it. This is what you're an artist for. We want to hear it. We want to hear where you come from. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear what got you there. You know, it's never gonna be bad to open up a little bit, even if you a shy person. I don't want to open up that much because people gonna think about me this well. It's up to you, man. It's up to you and that person listening what he's gonna think about you or she's gonna think about you. Don't think about it too much, because I make music for myself before anything.
All right, man. Thank you. Actually, I have a question about this song that is absolute, like, you know, it's fire, but it definitely comes it definitely packs a punch, if you know what I mean. I'm talking about Alphalfa. So I you know, you know what I mean.
We had to ask about it.
Oh man,
You know, I'm just wondering about what you can tell us about, like, you know, shit. You went fucking hard on that record, absolutely hard on that record. What can you tell us about, like, what drove you to go that crazy?
All I would say is, man, if you're an artist and you got a problem with me, let's just talk it out, man. Let's not bring it to no tracks, man. We're not gonna do that, because it's just too easy for me to, you know, come up with certain stuff, like, and then most of the stuff I say, I'm not gonna say. It's all facts, you know what I'm saying? Everything I say is a fact. There's no, I'm gonna find stuff about you didn't even think I would like. That energy came from somebody disrespecting me and my craft, and also saying he wanted to go on a verbal diss track beef. So I said, okay, I'm gonna make one track for you, and if you can get over this hump, then I'll make another one. He did not, so I didn't make another one.
I mean, I'll be honest, bro. I think honestly you did a better job than Drake on that track. Like, I like Duppy, but that track was pretty fucking, like, it was something. It had me wondering, and I wish I was able to, like, Google, like, who's Kashi beefing with? Like, you know, like, like, it was one of those things where I'm done listening to the song and I'm just like, shit, fucking A.
Yeah, like I said, man, people just, they take my kindness for weakness, man. I'm a very loving person, very loving artist, and I try to send my music everywhere. There's some people in certain cities, certain that don't rock with me. So what, though? Like, we're gonna keep this thing, the ball rolling. And if you gotta get ran over for me to get my point across, you see what happens, man. And I keep doing it. I just want to rap, bro. Just let me be a rapper. Don't mention me negatively, and we gonna be all good, man. Everything gonna be daisies and butterflies, man. Yeah, that's the answer to your question. That came from somebody dissing me. I'm not gonna say his name. You know who he is. Somebody dissed me in a song, and I told him the only way I retaliate is to kill people. Like, I verbally assault people. I demolish them. And he said, "Drop it." I dropped it. And make another one. That's it.
Damn. All right. So I wanted to ask about. So you were on that song "Real" with Jay Ness. You guys did a video. Can you talk a little bit about the video? I know there was like it was a concept video. There was a story behind it. You want to just talk about like making that video?
Yeah, shout out to my boy Jay Ness. Shout out to Gil Videos, man. Shout out to everybody who had a part of that. Tommy, Dennis, Essex Life, everybody who had a part of that. That was actually a last minute thought. So we had a different idea. I was supposed to get a little kid and play me and all of this other stuff. It came down to the video shoot. It didn't happen like that. So we used what we had. The people around us is what we use. So we said, forget the story about when we was young. We'll just make the story about how people get robbed by these females all the time and don't even know it. So we had the girl, you know what I'm saying, the actor, and she came in, she made it look like she lined up both of us. And at the end of the video, we knew each other the whole time, but it's like she got us at different separate times and made us vulnerable, made us go to the same location. We seen each other, dapped each other, and then that's when they run out and had the guns and robbed us for whatever we had. Really, they was coming to take our life, but you know what I'm saying? We had to make it to be continued because the video is gonna keep going. So turned to like a little music video webisode type thing. And like I told you, everything's creative, so y'all get the sneak right now. There's gonna be more to that video. It's gonna be the same actors, the same people, more songs, different meanings.
Oh yeah. I got so we got the Baki album coming on the way, right? We also got the KMF album coming.
Ooh, yes, the KMF album, baby. Yes, yes, sir. Shout out KMF. That's Tyler, me, Scammy, Trey, Limitless, RSM Hits, Chewy, Bo. There's 8 of us. If you ain't one of them, you ain't KMF. I don't care what anybody Nah, I'm playing with you, man. But nah, we a solid group, man. A bunch of I surrounded myself with a bunch of lit artists that I believe in and they believe in me equally. And we're gonna take off. We're gonna take the city by storm. If you ain't heard of us now, you're gonna hear of us later. And that's it. Keep moving forward is what it stands for, because that's what we believe in. We're gonna keep moving forward. No matter what the problem is, we're gonna always keep moving forward, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out all my brothers, man. I just had to throw that out there. Shout out all my brothers. Tyler Lovett, KMF Trey, Scammy, Limitless, Chewy, RSM Hits. I said HSM, RSM Hits. Yeah, bro, all my brothers, man. I love them all, man, for real.
Any timelines for when it's coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out soon. It's coming out soon. Very, very. So all I'm gonna say is it's coming out very sooner than you think.
Okay.
All right? So whatever you think, just know it's sooner.
It might be up by the time this podcast is out. Who knows?
Hey, who knows?
And your podcast might be out too.
Yeah, your podcast might be up by the time it drops, you know?
Nah, for real. By the time it drops, my podcast should be very up and running.
Dope.
Yeah.
It's really cool, by the way, to see that, in terms of KMF having 8 people in the group and like really integrating a bunch of Lynn artists on top of what you already do. Like, I mean, like I said before, man, you've been busy out in these streets. I'm seeing you on a lot of people's songs. I'm seeing you collaborating with a lot of people. It's really beautiful to see. I hope that, and I think this is kind of like where the philosophy in terms of Lynn hip hop is going. Like in terms of everybody like really networking and working with each other. It reminds me like something that Atlanta is doing, something like that, where it's like people don't. It's not like competitive, like, oh, like I'm better than this dude, so I don't even want to. It's very familial in the sense, and I love that you guys are doing that. How much of that process is just the personalities involved, and how much is it like a really like a philosophy, I guess, in a sense.
Like I said, those are my brothers, man. Somebody brought this up. We all got like the same. We're like the same person in different bodies. So I forgot who told me that, but it's like we all got the same drive. We all want the same thing. So, me personally, I focus on the people around me, no matter where I'm at. So even if I was living, I could be living in Tulsa, Oklahoma right now. I guarantee you I'll be doing the features with a bunch of Tulsa, Oklahoma people. Like Lynn just already has that hip hop background with ST-Nack, J Nest, and Sonorel, C Wells. So, like they already got the rappers. I already knew them. Like I met them at different occasions performing and presenting music. I met them, so they like, yo, you're fired. It all goes together, man. It all gels. You know what I'm saying?
What so what does KMF stand for, and also how did it all form?
So KMF stands for Keep Moving Forward. That's what it stands for. Keep moving forward. It started with just Trey and Scammy. Had an idea when they was, you know what I'm saying, a little bit less fortunate, younger. You know, they was in a bad state, you know, probably one of the worst states they ever was in. And they came up with the idea. I came a little bit later. I met them a little bit later, and then out of nowhere, I was KMF. So, like, that just shows you how important this stuff is to our lives and who we are. You know what I'm saying? We all believe in the same purpose, and we all, before this KMF stuff, we was talked about, but not really, you know what I'm saying, talked about, like, pushed. Now that we all together, man, there's no way you can't push us. Like, just what we doing over here, you got to respect it. Once you hear the music, you got no choice but to respect it. I don't care who you are.
And this is my last question, Crit. I'm not sure if you have any more, but my last question is in regards to 2021. And you know, we talk about getting past the stage of, like, you know, being inside and not really seeing people and just like being like so secluded. 2021, I'm hoping and let's hope it actually gets that way, like where COVID numbers go down. Hopefully, you know, more live performances are happening. I'm curious to know, like, what's your plan in regards to like doing any sort of live performance or tour or any sort of just getting yourself out there and performing in front of the people?
KMF we gonna mess the city up. Trust and believe that. We gonna be in everybody's city and everybody's face, radio stations, all of that, album releases, everything, press conferences. Like KMF, we gonna be everywhere. If you don't know one of us, you gonna meet the other one. Trust and believe it. Like, we already got the game plan. It's already all coming together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the people behind us that believe in us. They're gonna push us. They're gonna promote us. We just gotta sit back and keep making the fire that we make it, man. And that's just that. And this is how we living. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't with us, then you against us. Not really like that, but you know what I mean. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't messing with us, then see you later. You know what I'm saying? That's how we coming.
Word.
And, like I said, all my brothers, we all doing the same thing. We was all independent artists that came together and started something for the better of all of our career and what we doing. Because in the future, ain't no telling how much money we'll make off of this stuff, man. Ain't no telling what we gonna do, if we gonna take over the world or not. So that's how everybody starts, you know what I'm saying? Everybody take over the world some way. We just had to find our way to do it, and we found it. You know what I'm saying? We got the producers, we got the artists, we got the engineer. We don't really need much else. KMF is we locked in. That's just how we coming. We locked in for the rest of the year. 2021, you're going to see a solo album from every single one of us, plus a collaborative album. Wow. You know what I'm saying? That's how much we working. We already working on our 2021 stuff. And I ain't even supposed to be telling you that, but we already been working on our 2021 stuff. So.
We got the exclusive there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we gonna keep working. We ain't stopping. Yeah. There's nothing that's gonna stop us. I don't care what anybody say, man. There's nothing that's gonna stop us, bro. And I'm serious about it. I put my life on this. Ain't nothing gonna stop this KMF shit. Period.
Damn. All right. Word. So let's get this straight. So we got the No Filter podcast dropping next week. We got the Baki album coming soon. We got the KMF album coming soon. Plus we got the KMF solo albums coming next year as well. You guys got a busy next couple of years ahead of you.
Yep. I think the first person that's gonna drop his solo album is Scammy. I think Scamdemic is dropping first, I believe. Because the Scandemic, like, I think that should be the first one that drop. But besides that, my solo album is gonna have a bunch of like club songs and like, well, actually I switched it. So my club album, my album is actually gonna have a lot of painy, vibey songs, a lot of stuff that people can relate to. I'm actually dropping a tape, like a little intermission tape where it's gonna be a lot of club bangers, head bopping music, just to turn people up before I turn people down. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that's what we all doing. So yeah, KMF albums, solo albums, podcasts, shows, probably deals. Who knows, man? We just gonna go crazy, man. We gonna go as quick as possible, and we gonna try to put everybody on. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's KMF, man. We gonna try to make this shit big, man.
Oh yeah. Word, man. All right. Well, Critter, you got any last questions?
No, that was it. That's all I got.
Yo, Kashi2x, thank you so much for dropping in, showing us some love.
Man,
Really
I
happy to hear
appreciate
about all the
you
work.
guys, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. Like I said, I don't know what y'all doing, but y'all keep y'all eyes out, man, for real, because y'all, like I said, y'all know about tapes that y'all didn't even mention, but y'all know about them already. So, like, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Whenever y'all need me for anything, I'm here, man. Like, one call away, you know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate you guys before anything, like you two before anything, like, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like that gotta be in the air first.
That means a lot, man.
Doing what y'all doing. Y'all gave me like a better understanding of what I want to do with this. You know what I'm saying? Just off of seeing, like, watching the videos and how y'all talk to people. I know how to be a what is it called? Personality now. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Off of watching Chris's videos, you know what I'm saying? I know how to be a personality, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't even know y'all be doing that, but y'all be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be hooking the brother up. I'll be like,
yo, well, we definitely appreciate the love, man. Honestly,
Yeah, no, I
really appreciate the love, because I mean that's what it's all about, you know, building that community, building that, like, you know, like I want to be able, and like if you ever have any questions in terms of like putting on the podcast, asking any sort of, hit us up, bro. Seriously, hit us up. Always an open line.
My first question is, when we gonna schedule to get both y'all on it to talk about the podcast and stuff like that? And then my second question is, where can I get a Grindhouse sweater at though? Like hoodie, something.
Yeah. No, I'll definitely get you one. Just give
pull up on me. I need that Grindhouse hoodie, man. You know,
hell yeah.
I like the black and gold, but I like that.
Black and gold. All right, I got you there.
Word, hell yeah. Gotta have you rocking the Grindhouse hoodie. Gotta have.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be in videos and everything. Stop playing with me.
Word, I like that.
Whatever, I'm rocking it. Grindhouse, I'm rocking with y'all, man. Y'all already know what's up, man.
Perfect, bro.
Cool.
Dude, Kashi, thank you. It's been an amazing podcast. Really great to actually have a conversation with you, bro. Seriously, looking forward to the next one. And in terms of your podcast, hit us up on the DM on Instagram. We'll figure out a date and we'll definitely come through, bro. Seriously.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. Love y'all. Y'all be easy, man, for real.
Word.
You too, man. Peace.
And for the guests out there, man, if you love what we do, if you appreciate us like Kashi showing some love, make sure y'all showing some love too and subscribe to the podcast. Make sure you share this episode. Maybe make sure you show Kashi some love. Look up for his new record coming out, Baki. Look up for the Cam Meth album, and definitely look up for his podcast, No Filter, man.
Yep, and everybody better hit them up to get on this podcast, man. If you haven't done it yet, you better do it now, because they gonna take off on you. And next thing you know, they ain't gonna be able to, you're gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be mad. But hey, man.
Yeah, man. All right, well, Kashi, take care, bro.
Peace, man.
Peace.